In 1999, when I was a 9-year-old boy living in Edgewater Park in the Bronx, a group of my friends and I founded a club called the Fire Breathing Dragons Club. It had nothing to do with dragons, that's just a name. And the constitution of the club was written by my older brother, Ted. This was a document that functioned as a code of laws for our club. For example, in the club, it was illegal to fart. If you wanted to fart, you had to leave the clubhouse and go far away until you couldn't see it anymore. And closing your eyes doesn't count. We also had a Bill of Rights. For example, the Constitution said, all members have the right to bear arms, by which I do not mean limbs, but guns. However, no guns are allowed which use bullets, shells, clips, grenades, harpoons, darts, air, or staples. The only guns allowed are rubber band and water. And the Constitution also described how the government of the club would run. The year after that, 2000, we decided to change the name of the club to something a bit more of an accurate description. So now it was the Pokemon Trainers Club. But the club remained inactive for most of that year because no one bothered to schedule any meetings. In October 2000, my older brother, Ted, obtained the game Pokemon Silver version for the Game Boy Color. But a few weeks later, his game went missing. And we were pretty sure we knew who took it. Tommy was this kid who lived near us. He used to be my best friend, but then we drifted apart. And we had heard that Tommy recently acquired his own Pokemon Silver, which he told people he found in the alleyway. Seems a little suspicious. Also, we decided to go ask him about it. My brother said, hey, Tommy, I heard you have Pokemon Silver. And Tommy said, no, I don't have Silver. And days later, I saw Tommy returning to the scene of the crime. I don't know if it was him, but it looked a lot like him. Trying to pry open my bedroom window with a trowel. But when he saw me, he ran away. Well, we couldn't prove anything, so couldn't do anything about that. In the beginning of 2001, I was going through a drawer of art supplies in my living room, and hidden in that drawer were the pages of the club constitution. I felt like an archaeologist rediscovering a piece of ancient history, an artifact from the distant past of 2 years ago. Upon seeing this majestic document, I knew I could not let the club be lost to the sands of time once again. And I decided I would do what it takes to bring the club back to life. And so I decided to start scheduling club meetings, because if I didn't, I knew no one else would. And I invited members to those meetings. We started holding presidential elections again. And that summer, I won president. I also revived the club currency and started a club newsletter. But I still felt like there was something missing. Now, also in the Constitution, it said, if someone breaks a law, they will go to court, where they will be given 3 chances to provide a reasonable explanation for their wrongdoing. If none is given, they will be subjected to a hot water gun shooting. And I knew that if we wanted to be a real club with a real government, we had to have a criminal justice system. And I thought about it, and I realized that the case of Ted's stolen Pokemon Silver game would be the perfect candidate. Now, Tommy wasn't a member of the club, so he wasn't technically subject to our laws, but he used to be a member until his mom made him quit because she thought clubs were like gangs. So I scheduled a trial date of July 18th, 2001. My brother wanted nothing to do with this. He wasn't even angry about the game anymore and, didn't want to cause trouble, but I had this idea and I wasn't going to be stopped. So I announced the trial in a club newsletter, sent letters to Tommy notifying him of the trial. And of course, the trial had to be postponed one day because it rained. So it actually happened on July 19th. My brother was present reluctantly. I invited my best friend, Chris Mojica from school, to be the judge at the trial because I knew he was interested in matters of the law. And when it was time for the trial, we went to Tommy's house to get him, asked his parents if Tommy could come out to play, and they told us, no, he's on vacation. So we went ahead and had the trial without him. I made sure to have the trial in my side yard next to my bedroom window so I could use the trowel marks on the window as evidence. And I presented my arguments. And then Chris Mojica, the judge, pronounced Tommy guilty. He sentenced Tommy to giving back the game, and also that Tommy has to pay each of us $5 for wasting our time. I thought that was a little excessive because there were 6 of us there, so that would be $30 in total, and who has that kind of money? So I never took action to enforce this judgment. And a few days later, actually, Tommy's mom called my mom and I got in trouble. So from then on, I stopped putting my phone number on letters that I would write. And in the years afterward, whenever I would write club histories, my mom would always censor any references to this event in the club newsletter. But in 2003, we let bygones be bygones, and Tommy was readmitted back into the club. The club remained active until 2005, went through a few name changes. We had some more court cases about other things, but yet we never got to do a water gun shooting punishment. I guess we're just a little more civilized than we thought we were.